The remaining Phantom Rage cards are here, and these are some interesting crossovers, the way that this is looking here. So, we got Cupid Archery, level 6. This is another playback to some of the other archery stuff we got. So, if the only monster you control, minimum 1, are monsters with 600 defense, you can special summon this card from your hand. Quick effect, you can discard 1 card, then target 1 light fairy monster you control, and 1 face-up monster. The level of the first target you control becomes the same as the second target till the end of this turn. Much like Cupid Dunk, the Cupid Volley are a pair, low and high. This is probably a pair of Cupid Serve, lower, and this being higher. Well, that's kind of cool. But 600 defense and the ability to beam this out for free, there's definitely got to be some level of synergy that somebody will figure out with this. Alright, Unconventional Commander. Okay, 1800 level 4. So, you can only use this card's first, second, and third effects once per turn each. So if this card is normal or special summon, you can banish 1 trap card from your deck. This card gains 1 level. You can target 1 trap in either graveyard, banish it, and if you do, this card gains a level. If this card is destroyed by an opponent's card, you can set 1 of your banished normal traps to your field. So, I can turn this into a level 6 and essentially just unload trap cards from my deck. As an 1800, this isn't horrible. It's not good, though. I was hoping for a little bit more there. Alright, what is this? Is that a guitar in his hand? Okay, so this is Groove Xenogitan, level 4, 1000, 2000. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 rock monster in your graveyard except for Rock Band Groove Xeno and add it to your hand, and then place 1 card from your hand on the top of your deck. Is this Adamantipator support? Okay. If this card is banished from the field or graveyard, you can send 1 rock monster from your deck to the graveyard. Note the rock band in the name is literal, as in a band of rocks. Okay, that's kind of interesting. But this is this Adamantipator support? It doesn't feel like it, but all right. Running. What is going on here? Okay, so this is a group of monsters, all right. Okay, so this is Revenant's Running Rampant. During the main phase, immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon or set 1 monster. They gave us a double summon on a trap card? Okay, I guess. I guess more things like this are good. Also, the interesting thing about this is you can use this during your opponent's turn. So whatever your opponent might be setting up or attempting to do, you could interrupt this. I guess in Monarchs, another 3 abilities to tribute summon is alright, but that doesn't feel that good. Xyz Import. Huh. This is Tyrus, right? Almost reminded me of General Freed from back in the day. So we have Andreas here. So you'll activate one card with this card's name once per turn. So target 1 Xyz monster you control, and 1 monster your opponent controls with attack less than or equal to that Xyz monster. Attach that opponent's monster you control to your monster as Xyz material. So this is literally just Xyz Kidnap, the card. And it's a quick play, by the way. Okay, so this is actually an interesting card. So, in a grindy-S game state, where I'm putting Xyz on the field, using this to take my opponent's cards. And by the way, Jax is Xyz material, which means it doesn't go to the graveyard, so your opponent will be able to access it in like Monster Reborn to starter or something. So in terms of competitive value, this card is really good. Okay. Nezu Hanabi. 200. Man, this is a 2,200. This is a rekindling target. So, cannot be used as a material for a fusion, synchro, Xyz, or link summon. What? If this card is normal or special summon, place 6 counters on it. Once per turn, during your end phase, switch control of this card to your opponent. Once per turn, if this card with counters on it, switch its control, roll a 6-sided dice, and remove all counters from it. Equal to the die result. Or all of them. If this card with counters is removed by this effect, destroy it. And if it is destroyed, you take 2,000 damage. Note, the name is some fancy kanji, reads as Nezu Hanabi, which literally means rat plus fireworks. You are literally passing an exploding rat around. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Gluttonous Fish Greedies. Okay. Oh, it's a tuner. Alright, so level 3. So you can target one fish, sea serpent, or aqua monster graveyard with a level less than or equal to the number of cards in your opponent's hand and special summon it, but cannot activate its effects during this turn. If this card is sent to the graveyard as synchro material, you can have that synchro material that used this card as material gain 200 attack defense for each card in your opponent's hand. Alright, that's actually a pretty nice boost. Alright. Magical Broker. Hey, what are you buying? What are you selling? This is definitely a Resident Evil pun, I feel like. This thing cannot be destroyed by a battle card effect while you control a face-up continuous spell or trap card. During your opponent's turn quick effect, you can send one face-up continuous spell and trap card you control to the graveyard to draw a card. So this will basically allow you to tutor through your spells and traps to generate advantage. Okay, that's not amazing, but alright. So the only other things that we're missing are the Jack in the Hand and the All or Nothing. But we luckily got the Jack in Hand already. So, Jack in Hand. By the way, the Ghost Trick monsters are here. And this is really nice. So you can reveal 3 level 1 monsters with different names from your deck. Have your opponent pick one of those cards to add to their hand. You add one of the other cards to your hand and shuffle the remaining cards into your deck. So, you give your opponent a Ghost Trick card, and then you get another one. I feel like this is an interesting search card for level 1s. Will this see play? I'm sure. I don't like the fact that we have to give our opponent a level 1 that they could potentially end up stealing post-game. But you know what? It's definitely interesting. Glad to see that the boys are back, though. Alright, some other stuff that we've had here. So, Zoo King Alpha. So, cannot be normal summoned or set. Stands at, what, an apex of 3,000. Must be first special summoned from your hand, while the total attack of all monsters your opponent controls is higher than the total attack of all monsters you control. Well, that's easy. So, you can target any number of Beast, Beast Warrior, and or Winged Beast monsters you control. For the rest of this turn, your Zoo King Alpha cannot attack directly. Also return the targeted monsters to your hand, and then return that many face-up cards your opponent controls equal to the number of cards you returned first. This is a really weird Melfi card. The entire player base has been talking about this. So, like, this should have just been Melfi support. Also interesting, it's got Zoo in the name, but not Zodiac. And then we got these beautiful creatures. Alright, so Awakening of the Possessed Gigabyte. And these should have been in the structure deck. I agree with DPYGO, but you can only use each of the effects among the second effects of this card's name once per turn. So you can special summon this card from your hand or deck by sending one face-up spellcaster you control and a level 4 or lower water monster you control to the graveyard. When this card is special summoned by the way it's written on its first effect, send one random card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard, and then each player draws a card. So, I mean, I guess you do get to draw. If this card on the field is sent to the graveyard, and add a spiritual ward or art or a possessed spell and trap card from your deck to your hand. Down here for the wind, Rosario, you can special summon this same way, spellcaster plus a level 4 lower wind monster. When this card is special summoned by the way written on its first effect, you return one card your opponent controls to the hand. Doesn't have to be a spell or trap card. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, and add a spiritual wind art or one possessed spell and trap card from your deck to your hand. So this will tutor for other things. But outside of this, this set is, how do you say, kind of interesting. Some of this later support is playable, especially this Jack in the Hand. I like this card quite a lot. So what you guys think? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about these new cards from Phantom Rage. And well, guys, I'm out. Peace. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcolegames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.